Hello, once again, this is Jabari Long of Long Realty Group in Detroit, Michigan. I'm actually at another property we're about to renovate for one of my international investors in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. You can see some of the similarities and differences from the last property we were at. This one is a brick ranch, the other one was a brick bungalow. It also has an extensive amount of work that needs to be done on the interior and very minimal work that needs to be done on the outside. If you look up top, the roof, we actually started yesterday and it actually completed yesterday. So just to kind of give you a feel of how we get these renovations and done quickly from start to finish, everybody has a foxhole, so to speak, that they have to man, and things get done in a timely fashion. The people that we bring in work in harmony, and we just don't have problems that we get in and we get out. Let's look at the exterior of the property.
One, ready? One, three, two, one. Go.
Hello, my name is Jabari Long of Long Realty Group in Detroit, Michigan. I'm here at another property that one of my international investors has bought. This property is actually in one of the neighboring suburbs of Detroit, Dearborn Heights. We're started and finished the roof yesterday, but tomorrow we'll begin interior renovations on this property, which will be completed within one day. And that start these projects within 7 days because everybody every group of people does something different. We all work in unison and in harmony, and we get things done in a timely fashion. So let's look at this property. We're going to start with the exterior first, and then we'll go on the inside to see the renovations that need to be done to bring this property up to a rentable standard and or a sellable standard. We're now on the interior of this property. As you can see, it does need a little bit of work. Paint, new carpet. As we walk through the rest of the property, you'll see a couple ceilings, floors that need to be replaced. This room right here, it's nice painted for it. However, when we come in and remodel, we'll remove the wallpaper and paint it a more neutral color so that kind of suits anybody's furniture pattern. Of course, scrape the ceiling, skim coat it, and repaint everything. That's due to the roof that was just replaced and the water damage and the moisture that was coming in. Now in this room, they got some interesting colors. Uh, the ceiling, just like in the last property, it's caving in because this was the weakest part of the roof and where the most water came in. Anytime you got water, it has to find somewhere to go. So this was the weakest spot, came in. We're gonna replace that portion of the ceiling and paint it, and of course paint the walls as well. And then you see you got a little bit of water damage on this wall. We're gonna have to skim coat that, paint it. And the floors in this room, probably can't see it on the tape. However, they're a little uneven. We're gonna take some measures to even them out prior to putting the carpet on the floor. This bedroom, you see the water affects different areas of the house differently. The ceiling in this house is not bad. It does have some stretch marks. We're going to patch and seal, but the floors are buckled a lot more in this room, which we have to repair prior to putting the carpet down. Next room, house, bathroom. What we'll probably do is take that shower door down and put up a shower curtain, remove the wallpaper from the walls and paint it. And the toilet and the vanity will stay in place in this bathroom. Now we enter into the kitchen. We're going to dress up the cabinets a little bit, paint them, put some new cabinet handles on them, of course paint the whole kitchen, and put some new light fixtures up. We're going to replace the countertop and the sink, and just put a new sink and a new faucet in there, and of course put new stick-on tile across the entire floor to give it that new look and that new feel. Now we're going into the basement. It's the tiles down the basement floor is ancient, so we'll replace that with stick-on tile, so that it looks new and modern. Right now we're in the basement, which is currently finished, and as you can see, requires a lot of attention. For some reason, there's extensive water damage. We haven't been able to determine whether it came from the roof or some busted plumbing down here, but we're going to rip all this out. We're going to take up the carpet. We're going to take down all the water damaged panels and the ceiling tiles. So in this application, we're going to take it from being a finished basement to an unfinished basement that can be finished easily, because we're going to leave the wooden studs up on the walls. So if the person that moves in this property wishes to buy it eventually, then they can easily make it a finished basement again. But that old bar, we're going to actually remove that, throw that away. All the ceiling tiles and the paneling on the wall will be removed, and the carpet. So this is where the most amount of work is in this house that needs is down here in this basement. This is a little storage area. You can see once we pull the paneling off, we are going to paint the floors and the walls. Any tile that's still laying down that is not peeling up, we're going to leave. Any other portion, we're going to strip up and paint. Let's walk back around to the other side where there's the furnace and the hot water tank and the half bath. Right now we're stepping into the furnace utility area of the basement. You can see the furnace is not new. However, it still may be functional. Same thing with the hot water tank. It's not new, but it may still be functioning. These things we can't test thoroughly until we have the utilities on. So we won't know whether they need to be replaced or repaired prior to that. You can see here, unlike the other property, this has an updated breaker panel. So that's good to go. Once we get the lights and gas on, then that'll be functional. Let's go in here to this half bath, which is going to, like this door, it's warped, water damage, it's going to have to be replaced. And this carpet in this area, replace all this will be ripped down and painted. New vanity, new toilet, carpet ripped up. That paneling will either be painted over or ripped down and painted. Same thing with the ceilings. These things will come down because they're not usable. We're not going to finish it off anymore. And we're going to get this property back up to speed and rentable. So when we bring our the crew in here to do the work, it's going to be more people actually working in the basement than it is upstairs, because this is where the vast amount of work needs to be done. Just exiting the property in Dearborn Heights that we're about to begin renovating tomorrow. As I said earlier, we did complete the roof yesterday. We're going to start with the interior renovations tomorrow. This property, my investor bought less than 2 weeks ago for in the $20,000 range, and less than 2 years ago, this property would appraise for upwards of $150,000. We're slated to rent anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 a month, and you can see the repairs are a little extensive, but nothing that can't be done in 7 days or less by Long Realty Group and Jabari Long managing and overseeing the project repairs.